So while I do that, you might want to get the materials for today, which is one, you need a piece of paper. I'm using a sketchbook I have. You can use any type of paper. You're also going to need a round object which you can trace to make circles. You can use I have a candle, kind of like a bowl, or you can use a compass too if you have one. This is like a jar. I'm probably going to use the jar. I like the size of that. But use anything that's kind of round and you can trace to make a circle. Then you're also going to need a pen. Technically, traditionally they use a black one. It's not something that has color, but I think you can use a color pen. And let me start sharing my presentation while you gather the materials. Okay, so welcome everyone. Today, we will be trying out different types of art, and our goal is to learn different types of things with a lot of different people. So I already talked about the materials, but if you missed it, you will need these materials. They're on the page. And also, this is kind of a template of what we will be doing. You can see the little picture on the side. So hopefully everyone has their materials. I guess we can wait a minute or so. Yeah. While we wait, does anyone want to talk about have you guys ever tried Zentangle before? No? Okay. You have? That's really cool. We tried Zentangle. I found out about Zentangle through a social studies project, which is really cool. I think that's funny. Anyway, here is the definition of Zentangle. So Zentangle is actually made by an artist and her husband. So if you're interested in learning more about Zentangle, learning some more intermediate or difficult designs, you can go to zentangle.com. And I think it's a really interesting site. They have a lot of different, they have a lot of information about it. So we'll be starting now. Make sure to, so we're going to start with getting our circle making object, and we're going to make kind of circles like I showed you, like I have right here. I'm going to make them so we kind of create little sections overlapping the circles, if that makes sense. And you can add as many circles as you like. This is just an example. I'm going to start. Let me put my screen down so you can see. This part, if you want to do it with a pencil, you can. I'm going to do it. Okay. So, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. This is kind of like a Venn diagram in a way. You guys have made that for school, where you have to kind of overlap the circles, but we're just doing a lot of different circles, which we use too, but it could be maybe 4 to 5 circles, I think, just to start off, because I'm not sure how much time we have here. I mean, how much time it might take us. Depending on that, some people fill up the whole page, but I can imagine that would take like weeks to finish. So we can start with this. If you do want to fill up the whole page, please go ahead. I think that's really cool. Also, by the way, did I introduce myself? Anyway, my name is Kaveri. I'm in 5th grade. I live in Cupertino. And I love making art again. I've been doing art forever. And yeah. If you can see lines, I think I'm gonna stop with this. Oops, wait. There. Okay. There we go. So I did this really simple. Maybe I'll add one more circle. Oh, you can just kind of do what I'm doing, where you just look at it and try to guess what would look good. Anyway, once you're done, just let me know because I'm not sure how long it'll take. Maybe just drop a message in the chat. Maybe someone did. Oh, someone just said something happened to the screen. That's okay. Random things always happen. Okay, so I'll give you about a few more minutes. And we can get started with our design. Okay, so I'm done. I'm not sure if you're able to see, so let me just tilt it up a bit so you can see that. Yeah, yeah, that works better. Okay, I think someone said something in the chat. I think you guys are done by now. Okay, looks like most of you are done. And also someone said that they've been doing art since they were 2 years old. That's really cool. I think I've been doing art since I was like 4. And the reason I started art was because I had terrible handwriting. And apparently doing art makes your hands more steady. And definitely, I think now that I've done that, I can see how steadier my hands are and how my handwriting has improved too. But now I know that I do art, not just because of my handwriting, but because I enjoy it so much. I enjoy being creative with that. Anyway, let's start with the next step. Now we'll be doing the tangle part. The tangles are actually the designs. Wait, wait. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. So here are some designs that we can fill our circles with. The way this is gonna work is, let me go back. Each portion, oh my, okay, there we go. Each portion of the circle, like this part and this part, they're all going to be different designs. They're going to be filled with different designs. So if we look back to the beginning, you can see how every little portion has been filled with a different design. So we're going to do the same. And here's some design ideas if you're struggling to think of ideas, like I sometimes do. Definitely you can refer yourself to these ideas that I have put together on top. And if you need help figuring out how to draw one of these, let me know. And then we can just start with our designs.
Your screen is stuck.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Okay, it's back to normal.
Try again. Wait, can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's some just different designs we can try, some patterns. In Zentangle, they call it tangles. So I guess we should call it tangles. So this is some different tangles we can try out. And yeah, I'm gonna start. And yeah, pretty much it. Okay. Let's start with, make sure every little portion is different. Yeah. Maybe I'll start with this one. I'll start with nicely outlining it just so that if my drawing became a little messy. Also, if you did it with pencil, then you want to outline it with your black pen. We're going to do the design part with your black pen. Let's see what I want to do. What do I do? You can see I started my first one. I'm just kind of doing these little, I don't know, scale-like things. Yeah. While we do this, does anyone want to say what their favorite type of art is? Mine is probably painting. I just started oil painting yesterday, but I've been doing acrylics for a while now.
My favorite type of art is sketching.
Sketching? Oh, my friend, she's so good at sketching. I've been trying to get her to teach me, but yeah, if anyone ever wants to teach me sketching, I will happily accept. I feel like everyone, if you do art, especially things like painting or drawing, you need to know a little bit of drawing. Even here in Zentangle, we see that. So yeah, sketching is definitely a useful tool to have. But like, what do you sketch?
I like to sketch people and animals sometimes.
Ooh. So do you do like pencil sketching, or do you also incorporate color in there sometimes?
Sometimes I add color, sometimes I don't really feel like it.
I know that happens to me. Sometimes I just want to do like a black and white one, and other times I wanted to make it like a burst of color. And sometimes while I'm making one, I get a switch, and then I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Okay, so I'm done with my first section. Now maybe I'll add a little more detail, but overall, I think. So if you're using a gel pen, I'm using a gel pen because I couldn't find any other black pen. But if you're using a gel pen, you want to let it dry for a second. Any pen actually, you want to let it dry for a little bit, and then you're going with the pencil and shade it a bit, just to add the 3D effect. If you don't want to, you don't have to. I just think that you go to this the place where they actually, the Zentangle site, the place where the creators of the art write about their experiences. They suggest that you add sketches to your like a little bit of shading to your Zentangle with just a simple pencil or charcoal. I'm not gonna add charcoal here because it gets really messy, and I just want to leave this kind of simple. Next, I'll do the So Zentangle is basically the idea of making a shape and then filling it up with designs. And the basic, the beginner's Zentangle, it's a little boring, so I didn't want to do it today, but you make 4 dots on the page and you connect them. Like, let me show you. Um, I open. There's my testing page. But you make 4 dots on a page, like so. This is something if you ever just want to make a small and simple one, you can try. So make 4 dots, and then you connect them with lines to kind of make a square, right? It's not to be a perfect square, more like a rectangle, actually. Also, the lines don't have to be straight. Sometimes they can be a little curved. Then you divide them up. You can divide them into halves or quarters, or you can even divide one into halves, and then one, just leave it one piece.
Is it okay if we use a fine liner for outlining?
Sure. Yeah, you can use anything. Any type of like pen.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so you call these lines strings, and then you add the patterns inside of each piece. So that's what they make the basic Zentangle. Now I wanted to do something a little more exciting. So that's why I suggested we do this one. But definitely, if you're ever just looking for something to do and you want a short one, you can try that one out. If you need any help with anything, let me know. Also, I was thinking, once we all finish ours, we might not finish today in session, but once we finish ours, you can send a picture to the group chat, or you can send it to me personally. My number's also in the group chat, and we can put it together. I'll kind of Photoshop them all together so we can make kind of like a mosaic. So all of our things will be together, and I can see if we can put it somewhere. Like we can send it to the family groups or something.
Do we start going on to the next one if we're done with the first pattern?
Yeah, once you're done with like your first circle area, you can just go ahead and start your next one. Like I have done,
Thank you.
yeah, I've done like 2 so far. So if you can see
Cool.
that's one, and there's the other one. They're really close together, but if I send a photo, wait, so I'll send it again. But once you're done with one section of your picture, you can go on to the next one. Mm.
Someone left the meeting.
Yeah, that's okay, I think. Let's see if they rejoin. Mm. Mm. My pen has run out of ink. I'm gonna go get another one. Oh, good. Has anyone tried any interesting designs that they want to share? I tried the one that's like citrus. I found pretty interesting. If any of you are interested about showing your favorite type of art or new type of art that you've learned, let me know and you can take over one of these sessions. So if you don't finish, I don't think we're gonna be able to finish because there's quite a lot to do. And tomorrow 6:30, I will send a bunch of pictures of different designs to the group. Zentangle, not the Zentangle, the art group. I will send a bunch of these different designs in the group. I'll add these pictures plus some more so that if you need inspiration, you can look up. You can also look them up. I think if you search Zentangle tangles or Zentangle patterns, you should find them.
I got 4 patterns in.
I have done 3 patterns so far. If you count that little gap over there, there's my lunch. Okay, but you have that little one over there. I guess that makes it 5. I wanted to show you guys some other fun Zentangle projects you can do. While you do this, I will send them some fun ones in the chat, and you can look some up for more. This one, let me see this one. These are just different photos, but I think they're like files. I'm sending them from my laptop. And then what? You can pick and choose that and see if you like them. I'll also send the photos I'm sending right now in the WhatsApp group later on. So if you want to try some more drawings, you can do those. Or you can again look up Zentangle designs or Zentangle drawings, and I think you'll be able to find them. So we're nearing the end of today's session. Thank you so much for joining, everybody. We will have our next session, I think, next week, same time. If any of you are interested in teaching one of our future sessions, please text me. Yeah, my number's in the group chat. It's a number that's called Kaveri, and you can text me teach the materials you would need and which week you want to teach it. Yeah, thank you so much for joining, everyone. Bye.
Bye.